Hi, I'm Samantha, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up our movie system. These 5 items are all you need to set it up, and this is what you will be provided with. So right here you have a DVD player, you have a bag of speaker cables, your amp system with the speakers attached to it, and then your projector. And then you will also have an extension cable provided as well to power everything up. So now that you've seen everything, I'm going to put some things aside and we're going to start by setting up the speaker system. To detach the speakers, you just unhook these clips on either side, and these just come right off. So you have 1, 2 speakers. It doesn't matter which you use for which side. The important thing is how you attach the cables, which I'll explain in a minute, but you can place these speakers on either side of the projector screen. This is your amp system. So there's only a few things you need to worry about on this. You have your master volume right here, and then on the other side you have the input for the power as well as the input for the speaker cables. The speaker cables as well as the power cord to the amp are both going to be provided in that green cable bag that we provide you with, and they will also be labeled on the tags. There will be 2 speaker cables and 1 amp power cable. So you're going to take the amp power cable and you're going to plug it into the back of the amp right below the on-off switch. And then of course you'll plug the other side into your power cable. You'll also be provided with a 3-way so that you can power the amp, the projector, and the DVD player all from 1 cable. You're also going to want to make sure that this switch is turned on. There is an on-off switch on the amp, so if it is not turned on, it will not work. You want to make sure that is on so that the amp is working. Then you're going to take your 2 speaker cables that are provided in the cable bag and you're going to uncoil them. They are very long, so that if you have the speakers a long distance from the projector or the amp, that won't be an issue. Both ends are exactly the same, so all you're going to do is plug one end of the cable into the speaker right here in the front, and then you'll take the other end of the cable and you're going to plug it into the amp. This is where it's important to pay attention, because there's going to be a left and a right labeled speaker outputs is what it's going to say on the back side of the amp where the power cable is. So since the speaker is on the left, I'm going to plug it into the left speaker output. So it doesn't matter which speaker you use for which side or which cable you use. The only thing that's important is having the cable connected to the correct output on the amp. So you're going to do the same for the other side. So I plug the other cable, one into the speaker and then into the right speaker output. And then now your speakers are ready to go. All you use for the volume, you can see also now that this is turned on. If I turn the switch off, the lights turn off. So that's another way to tell if the amp is on. If you turn on the switch, these lights turn on. And then all you need to focus on is the master volume. If you want to, you can tweak the tone and the volume, but this is all you really need to worry about. The next thing we're going to set up is the projector. Inside the projector box, you will have the power cable, and this is also labeled as the projector power cable. So this is the entire projector. I'm going to face it towards the wall so that we can see all of the cable inputs here. The first thing I'll do is just go ahead and put in the power cable. Just like the amp, I'm going to plug it into the back of the projector and then plug it into our power extension cable. So now that we have the projector plugged into a power source, we're going to start by getting the DVD player set up. So I have the Blu-ray right here. I'm going to set it here. You can see on the back we have a couple of inputs that we need to attach. I'm going to start off by taking the HDMI cable in the cable bag and I'm going to plug it into the back of the Blu-ray. And then I'm going to take the other end of that cable and I'm going to put it into the projector. The next thing I'm going to do is take our audio cable. On one end it's going to look like this with these really large plugs, and on the other end we're going to have one small 1/8 inch plug to an RCA cable. And so I'm going to take the small end and I'm going to plug it into the back of the projector. You want to make sure to plug it into the green port that says audio out. It's important that you put it into the green port instead of the blue port, because the green port is for out and the blue is in, so it won't work if you don't put it in the green. Then I'm going to take these 2 larger plugs and I'm going to plug it into the amp. On this side with the master volume, I'm just going to plug it into these 2 ports on this side. So we have our audio running from our amp into the projector. Then we also, like I mentioned, have the HDMI, which is basically our video cable from the projector into the DVD player. You also want to make sure to plug in the DVD player with the power source provided. It's just a little cable with a yellow end. You're going to put it into the yellow port and then plug it into your extension cable. So now we have our DVD player, our projector, and the amp systems all set up, and we can go ahead and start powering everything on. So I'm going to turn on the projector. You just press the power button once and let it power up. Sometimes it takes a minute to turn on. You can see it is showing up. There's also going to be these discs on the front of the projector lens that will allow you to bring it into focus depending on how far the projector is from the screen. So now I'm going to just take a DVD and put it into the Blu-ray and show you it all set up. It'll take a minute for it to process the DVD, and then it should be good to go, as you can see. And this is the master volume, like I said, so you can turn it as loud as you want or as low as you want. And then you should be good to go. If this video was helpful for you, make sure to give it a like and be sure to subscribe to our channel and stick around for other helpful tutorial videos.